Today, we got the Rigotti Gold tenor sax reeds versus the Boston Sax Shop reeds. I've been hearing so much about how great these reeds are. I figured I'd just decide for myself. I bought these. I did not reach out to the manufacturer. I want to try and simulate the experience that you would have if you went and spent your hard-earned money on products like this. So both of these are 2.5. If I'm not mistaken, both of these are actually French reeds. So I'm gonna do just like I did in the last video with these boxes of 10, because I'm gonna be making reference to the Hemke. They come in boxes of 5. Also the Van Doren, they come in boxes of 5. So I'm gonna pick 5 random reeds out of each box and then play through them and see what we got. All right, let's get to it. I'm still working out some sound issues, ladies and gentlemen. Got a microphone here, but I'm not using that one. I'm just using the phone mic. I do have another mic coming. I'm going to get some nice stereo stuff going with a preamp, and hopefully we can get something really good going. So bear with me. Thanks for sticking with me. Okay, I lied, ladies and gentlemen. These are a box of 2s. I thought these were 2.5s. I got to go back and check my order sheet to see if they either sent me the wrong ones or maybe I just clicked on the wrong thing. Both of these reeds come in the same container. I do not like this container because you have to put the reed in like tip first, and if you miss it, bye-bye reed. So today I'm going to be playing on my Cannonball Vintage Reborn tenor saxophone. I'm going to use a dark amber lacquer neck with that, and I have my $21 Amazon Yeebuy mouthpiece that I had gold plated, and I've been working on myself for this test. And also with this BG ligature here, these are the Auto-Link replacement ones, but I got it to fit the Dukoff Berg Larson ones because this is a slim metal mouthpiece. Okay. Boston Sax Shop, number 2 reed. Okay, man, this is really nice. The 2 does feel a little bit soft. All right. Okay, it's getting a little soft up top because it's a 2 and not a 2.5, but so far, okay. Let's get to the next one. This one is a little stiffer, but it's still very easy to play. Okay. Still, it's a little skittish up top. All right, but very good. This one is closer to what I would play on because it's a little bit stiffer. Okay. Okay. See that long white slash that's right through there? Not good. Okay. Okay, 4th Boston Sax Shop reed. nice. This one's a little stiffer than the other ones, but it's nice. Okay, this is the one that I would probably work with and really have it dial in, and it'll probably be like my main go-to reed. Fifth Boston Sax Shop reed. Okay, this one is my favorite one so far. I'm definitely feeling the effects of this being only a 2 and not a 2.5, but even still, I can make that adjustment. I am a professional saxophone player, playing saxophone for 37 years. I do have a degree in jazz studies, jazz performance. These are really nice. I'm actually very impressed. If you like this kind of stuff and you want to support the channel, ladies and gentlemen, you can buy me a piece of cake. Just like buying me a coffee, but it's a piece of cake. It's the same company anyway, but you know, piece of cake. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I do have my Altissimo book for tenor saxophone that's available as a digital purchase. I will put the link for both of those in the description, and you'll be very happy to know that tomorrow, for sure, by the time you actually see this video, I will have an alto sax that I bought and will own, and then I can get putting the finishing touches on the Altissimo book for alto, and also my tone production book that you guys have been asking me about. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to it. Okay, Rigotti Gold, first reed. Okay, these are 2.5s as opposed to the 2s, and I'm definitely feeling that extra bit of resistance. The Boston Sax Shop reeds are really, really nice in the lower register. I'm getting a better response in the upper register, which I can attribute mostly to the strength of the reed. The Boston Sax Shop reeds are absolutely beautiful in the lower register, and I can attribute it falling off on the top to the strength of the reed. So there's a pattern here. All right, let's move on to the second Rigotti Gold reed. For those of you old enough to understand what the difference between a dry wine and a regular wine is, the Rigotti reeds, when I wet them, it has a type of dryness to it as opposed to the Boston Sax Shop reeds. Okay, second one. Very nice. There's like a different approach to getting the sound with these reeds as opposed to the Boston Sax Shop reeds. These are coming in with a little more resistance. That's more than what the reed strength is giving me. It's really nice. Okay, let's move on to the third one. Okay, it is amazing so far how consistent the resistance is with these reeds from Rigotti. Okay. Okay, these are consistently coming in a little on the stiff side. So funny thing is, I probably should have got the 2s with the Rigotti Gold and 2.5s with the Boston Sax Shop reeds. Okay, fourth Rigotti. Okay, so far, this reed is my favorite out of all of them. It is a little lighter than the other ones, not quite as stiff, but the consistency with the Rigotti Gold is actually really, really good. It's unlike anything that I've played. Even with the Hemkes, these are amazingly consistent. I talked about in the other video, the cheap reeds video, how if you're getting something that's consistently not the way you want it to, then it's a measure of getting the right reed strength. So for sure, 2s for me with the Rigotti Gold and 2.5s with the Boston Sax Shop reeds. If I had bought it that way, then this is a completely different type of review. However, I'm still going to give you my analysis of that. All right, so we got one more Rigotti Gold left, and let's see what we got with that one. There's this certain kind of dry stickiness when I wet the reed like that. I think it has to do with the way this cane is absorbing the water after you soak it. It's different from what the Boston Sax Shop reeds are doing. Okay. Okay, this one is the worst one of the bunch, but even still, man, it's not a bad reed. It's definitely a usable reed, but it's a little bit too stiff for what I'm used to, even with a 2.5. This feels a little more like a soft 3. Once I got to college, that's when I pretty much moved almost exclusively to Van Doren reeds. So it wouldn't really be fair for me to just compare this little 10-minute playthrough of these reeds to something that I've been playing on for 30 years. But I will say that when it comes to the objective opinion in terms of consistency, both of these brands I feel like are considerably more consistent than Van Doren. Now, as far as the actual sound goes, which is by far the most important thing, these reeds are very, very competitive with Van Doren and with each other. I think that where they lose out is that Van Doren has just been around long enough to be able to isolate certain reeds into certain categories. Like, for example, Van Doren, they have the ZZ, the red box, the green box. Those are like their jazz-oriented ones. And they have the classical, the traditional blue box, the V21, the V12. They got the Juno reeds. For me, I can use all of them as jazz reeds depending on the tip opening of my mouthpiece. So for those of you who play classical, I think that the Rigotti Golds are probably going to be more along your thing if you were looking at one of these companies, but they're really jazz reeds, so they kind of lose out to Van Doren in that regard. But in terms of playing quality, consistency, these two reeds are really, really good. I'm actually very impressed. As far as expensive reeds go, they're not really that much more expensive if you're going to get a bunch of reeds that play. They are definitely coming from two schools of thought. If you like more resistance in your playing, then I would definitely suggest you go with the Rigottis. And if you like a more free-blowing kind of thing, I would definitely suggest that you go with the Boston Sax Shop reeds. Probably by the time you see this video, I will have ordered 2.5s with the Boston Sax Shop reeds and 2s with the Rigottis, and that's going to work out really nicely. So I want to get back to doing some recording, some more live playing, just getting out there and making it happen. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking with me, ladies and gentlemen. All right, see ya.